When you thought we couldn't sink any lower, we've hit rock bottom. Literally, we've made it to the bottom of the ocean, folks. This week, we cover the now infamous submarine that went missing and was later found to have imploded on its trek to the Titanic wreckage.
US-based OceanGate Expeditions operated the voyage, which takes tourists to the famous Titanic shipwreck in the North Atlantic Ocean, nearly 2.5 miles underwater. Rescuers say the vessel could be there on the ocean floor or on the surface, but even if it's floating, spotting the Titan won't be easy. OceanGate CEO and founder Stockton Rush is among those on board.
We run the whole thing with this game controller.
What did he just say?
We run the whole thing with this game controller.
Yeah, that's what I thought he said. The entire operation was controlled by this Logitech F710 wireless gamepad that had been modified. Damn, I guess that voids the warranty then. Of course, with the internet being the internet, users have been hilariously trolling Logitech with fake reviews. One review says, "Ruined my business. I used this controller to control my submarine and it ruined my business when we lost an entire crew because the receiver lost connection. I am now being sued by the families and have been financially ruined. I would not suggest anyone buy this item." Another says, "Constantly disconnects when you need it most. Took it on our trip up north to guide our submersible through the cold, murky depths. The thing constantly disconnects, and right now we need it because our air reserves are low. Already issued an exchange/return and intend to mail it back via UPS when I get a chance." And another says, "Up doesn't work. Only goes down. Up doesn't work." State-of-the-art control system wasn't the only safety issue, though. According to court documents, an ex-employee working for OceanGate voiced safety concerns about the vessel and was fired. David Lockridge, the company's former director of marine operations, claimed in a court filing he was wrongfully terminated in 2018 for raising concerns about the safety testing of the Titan. The company terminated his employment and sued Lockridge and his wife in 2018, claiming he shared confidential information, misappropriated trade secrets, and used the company for immigration assistance, then manufactured a reason to be fired. The lawsuit noted Lockridge is not an engineer, calling him a submersible pilot and diver. Another employee who worked briefly for the company during the same period as Lockridge voiced the same concerns to the CEO, who became defensive and outright dismissed them.
Everything else can fail. Your thrusters can go, your lights can go, you're still going to be safe.
He believed the vessel was so safe, in fact, that he fired all those pesky old white guys with safety concerns and dipped in to a few diversity hires. In an interview, he said, quote, "When I started this business, one of the things you'll find, there are other sub-operators out there, but they typically have gentlemen who are ex-military, and you'll see a whole bunch of 50-year-old white guys. I want our team to be younger, to be inspirational, and I'm not going to inspire a 16-year-old to go pursue marine technology, but a 25-year-old, who's a sub-pilot or a platform operator or one of our techs can be inspirational." Well, I can't say he's wrong. Sea vessel that sinks to the bottom of the ocean while on an expedition to sea vessel that sunk to the bottom of the ocean definitely is inspired. It's the kind of stuff that inspires a poorly written Michael Bay movie. It even has the zany aerospace engineer CEO and the token brown guy. Only thing missing is lens flare and dumbass Ben Affleck leading the rescue team. But Michael better get on it, because it looks like James Cameron is already looking to turn the tragedy into a Titanic sequel. Here he is giving his irrelevant opinion on the matter.
OceanGate shouldn't have been doing what it was doing. I think that's pretty clear. This father and son on Father's Day, paid $500,000 to go down in this thing. Holy crap. It's just tragic, and it's horrific, and it's unnecessary. And by the way, it's not lost on me as somebody who's studied the meaning of Titanic. It's greater meaning to us, historically and societally, that it's about warnings that were ignored. That ship's lying at the bottom of the ocean, not because of the nature of its steel or the nature of its compartments, but just because of bad seamanship. The captain was warned. There were icebergs ahead. It was a moonless night, and he plowed ahead for whatever reason.
For whatever reason? Well, it's your lucky day, James, because I can give you one very plausible reason. You see, back in 1912, the year the Titanic sank, the most powerful men in the world were planning to create the most powerful entity in the world. An entity we know as the Federal Reserve. Benjamin Guggenheim, Isidor Straus, and the richest man in the world at the time, John Jacob Astor, were not in favor of a banking cartel, so they were shipped off to their death. The men in favor of the plan, on the other hand, all had tickets for Titanic's maiden voyage, but suspiciously canceled last minute. The Federal Reserve was created the following year in 1913, and the rest is revised history. Alright, I'll admit, this conspiracy does seem far-fetched. It's much more likely that the official story is true. That an experienced sea captain charged full speed ahead into an iceberg despite 7 warnings to reroute for absolutely no reason at all. You never know, maybe White Star Line Diversity hired the dudes down in the engine room. But all of this does leave me wondering if the submersible tragedy was yet another intentional disaster designed to halt any further investigation into the centuries-old shipwreck. There's already talk in the media about halting all future expeditions to the Titanic for safety reasons. Are they trying to hide something? Was one of the passengers on the submarine close to a taboo revelation? I implore you to ponder these questions and do some investigating on your own. And while you're diving into the rabbit hole, I encourage you to look up what other historical figure fought back against the bankers. I'll give you a hint. He's the only person in history to have arrested a Rothschild. It's Hitler. Alright guys, that's it for me today. If you like this video, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and check out some other videos from my channel. I will see you all next week for the next weekly roundup. Bye!